They say that a wealth of information leads to a poverty of understanding. That's probably a good thing, given the subject matter that I've chosen and the limited time that I have to answer question 16. Outside the mainstream media, there is now a growing body of evidence to support what many people already believe. Simply, that we are not alone in the universe. I believe that it's time that this evidence was presented to the public so that they can simply evaluate it and make up their own mind. The highly distinguished scientist and Nobel Prize winner, Dr. Francis Crick, was one to believe. As was Professor of Psychiatry at Harvard University, Dr. John Mack. But it was the Apollo 14 astronaut and recipient of numerous distinguished medals, Dr. Edgar Mitchell, who took it one step further. He has publicly pointed the finger at the US government for covering up the issue. Many of the world's indigenous cultures claim to have descended from the stars. For example, the Navajo, the Hopi, and the Iroquois Indians all claim to have descended from the Pleiades. Most Western academics would tend to write this off as mere mythology. But in the northwest of Africa, in the country of Mali, there is some evidence that simply cannot be dismissed. The Dogon people, void of telescopes, have for many thousands of years said that the planets revolve around the sun, that Saturn has rings around it, and that Jupiter has moons. As astounding as this may seem, it pales when compared to their knowledge of the Sirius system. Knowledge that modern science has only fully verified as recently as 1995. And where did the Dogon acquire such knowledge? They tell us it was given to their descendants by visitors from outer space. The Holy Bible mentions the Pleiades and Orion star systems. The Holy Quran mentions Sirius a number of times and refers to mysterious individuals as Lord of Sirius. But for the truly cosmological, it really is hard to go past the Vedic text of India. The Holy Bhagavad Gita is one of many Vedic books that is truly intergalactic in its scope. But it's where these books of creation intersect with the theory of evolution that things get most interesting. The great misunderstanding has been that the two theories are incompatible, when in fact they're highly complementary. The seminal scholar Zecharia Sitchin has proven that the Sumerian tale of creation blends the two theories like no other theory can. It is consistent with the theory of evolution and the mitochondrial DNA going back to a single female in Africa. It answers the question of the missing link, and it gives us a definitive answer as to the origin of the 223 genes that we possess but the required predecessors do not. And the Sumerians thousands of years ago had a cosmology all of their own that rivaled that of the Dogon. And they tell us it came from the same source. But in summary, I'd like to leave the last word to Albert Einstein, who with obvious relevance to what I've just talked about simply said this: that science without religion is lame, and religion without science is blind. Thank you.